An average day at school. Every day, I wake up hoping that it'll be a normal school day. But, of course, something or someone will mess it up. At this point, I forgot what a regular school day even was. This one day especially was the weirdest. So it was 4 a.m. when I woke up to a notification in the group chat. It was my friend Jeremy saying, "Hey guys, just wondering if you guys know how to make lobster bisque soup." Honestly, being half asleep and the fact that there was Google, I ignored it and dozed off. 2 seconds later, another notification, which I ignored. Then came another one. Then another one. Finally, I picked up the phone just to see Omar, another friend, texting him the step-by-step recipe. Like, why? It was really step-by-step too. Like, put the water in the pot, then start to boil on medium-high, then put in the salt. I'm over the fact that it's literally 4 a.m. and Jeremy started getting cravings for lobster bisque soup out of all the soups. I'm over that. I just can't understand why Omar is taking the time to actually respond. Reminder, it's literally 4 a.m. Anyways, I muted my phone and turned it off, just in case, and then dozed back off to sleep. Next thing I knew, I woke up comfortably. Too comfortably. Yep, missed the alarm on my phone. Class was starting in 15 minutes and I was still in my room. You can't believe how fast I did everything and got out of the house. I biked like it was a literal triathlon. I think there was some swimming involved, but I forgot because I was going so fast. I might have even needed to wrestle a few bears. I somehow made it before my name was called for attendance. I was sure to tell Jeremy that I was almost late because of him. I also told him that when people get nightly cravings, they usually just eat cereal or bread because that's what they have available. They don't have a whole lobster just chilling in their fridge. You know when you're arguing, you just talk really fast and make errors? Well, I accidentally said lemobster, fixing myself to lobster. Keep that in mind, it'll be important later on. While we were arguing, the teacher pulled out the wheel and picked someone to present first, because we had to present something that day. And of course, I was chosen. I accepted my fate and walked up to the board. I hadn't memorized the entire slideshow, so I was reading most of the parts off my phone. On the second or something slide, my phone got a notification out loud. I had forgotten to turn off the ringer. It was a photo of a lobster sent in the group chat. My friends were literally watching me present and knew that I was pissed off about the lobster situation. I stopped for a while, reevaluating my choice of friends. Anyways, I continued presenting, saying sorry about that. Right then, another notification, this time of another lobster but in a meme format, writing, "The lobster in Jeremy's fridge at 4 a.m. And there was another one, lobsters when they see Jeremy. The memes were so bad, it was kind of funny. I tried not to laugh, but I did. Right after, another notification came. Then another. My friends decided to team up and just bombard me with a bunch of notifications. One after another. It felt like a million notifications. Each one had a ding noise. Trying to put it on mute didn't work. Whatever they were trying to accomplish, they did, because I had to continue with improv. I counted the exact amount of messages I got. It was 94. My next class was science. I sat down in the original group. Omar, Tom, Ahmed, Jeremy, and I. We were getting out our notes from yesterday because we had a mini weekly quiz we did every week. It was only us and the teacher in the classroom because we were pretty early. So the teacher asked one of us to go get something from the drama room. I didn't question it and quickly volunteered by raising my hand, which was followed by Tom, then Ahmed. The teacher said, "You know what? All three, you can just go." "Wait, then I also want to go," said Jeremy. There was apparently something in the storage room that the drama club borrowed that belonged to the science room. The storage room's door opened from the outside and automatically locked. It was the type of door that just closes on its own if nobody keeps it open. We didn't know that. We all walked in like the clowns we are, and then obviously we all got locked in the circus. By circus, I mean the storage room, if that wasn't clear. "Hey, guys, I think we're locked in here," said Tom. "No, really? That just occurred to you?" responded Omar. "No, but actually, guys, what are we gonna do?" "Oh, I have an idea. You see those vents up there? Help me get up so I could crawl and get us out of here. Or, we could just break down the door." Then Jeremy, who stayed quiet this whole time, said, "You know the class group chat? What if we text them to get us out?" We all agreed that that idea was genius. Omar pulled out his phone and texted the group chat. "Help, we got stuck in the storage room." There were a lot of texts wondering how we got in that position in the first place. until finally we got text that said someone was coming over to help us. About 2 minutes later, somebody came over and said, "How did you guys even get stuck in there?" "Well, we kinda just walked in," I responded. You know that near the bottom of the door, there's this little handle that's used to unlock the door? Oh, how about let's not talk about that. We made it back to the classroom with, of course, the thing our teacher asked for. It was actually surprising that with our total IQ in that given moment, we were still able to bring that thing we were supposed to bring in the first place. Nothing much really happened for a while after that, but after all, I cannot have just a normal day at school. Anyways, I was looking forward to eating this nice sandwich during break, so I found my seat and sat down. There were already 2 people sitting near there. So anyways, I'm munching on this delicious sandwich when I overheard a conversation between 2. Trust me, I was not trying to listen in on their conversation. I'm gonna call the boy Ronald and the girl Susan. Their conversation was something like this. "You know, I would really like to have this little fat blue monster that just follows me around." "And does what?" questioned Susan. "I mean, it would kinda just follow you around everywhere, leaving its slime trail." "Wait, it's slimy?" "Yeah, of course, what did you expect?" "You've got to be kidding me. You've ruined it." "Ruined what?" "This whole imagination." "It was my idea." "Oh, like you have the patent on it." "Yeah, I actually do." "You know what? I'm not gonna deal with you. First the tomatoes, then this." Susan just got up and left. Ronald turned to me and said, "Yo, okay, listen. What's wrong with a slimy monster that just follows you around? Oh yeah, and the tomatoes was about that one time I accidentally threw one at her." "What? How do you accidentally throw a tomato at her?" "Okay, let me explain. I was eating this sandwich like yours earlier this week, and the tomato fell out, and I threw it on the side, which ended up on her. Couldn't you have just got up and threw it out? I would do the same if I was her." He went on to explain how it wasn't his fault. Eventually, he said he had to get to class. I also got up because I too had to get to class. That's when I saw Tom also walking, so I struck up a conversation saying, "Hey, random question, why did the science teacher say that he wanted to change his jeans because they were too light of a blue?" "What do you mean?" said Tom. "Like, remember when he said that? Like, jeans don't have a color, so why did he say that?" "Oh, I understand. So basically he was talking about his jeans." "Bro, how'd you get that mixed up? It's obvious." "Oh, he meant the jeans and not the jeans." "Yeah, the jeans. At that moment, I realized that I already went through enough that day for things to make sense anymore. I still sometimes look back at that moment and cringe because of how stupid I felt. So anyways, there was only this last period to go through. Easy? No, it's usually the slowest. It feels like that at least. And as I predicted, it was slow, but I finally made it to the end of this weird long school day. All I had to do was get my bike and go home. But you guessed it, it cannot be this easy. No, it has to be the hardest day actually. So I'm gonna let you guys guess what the next problem was. A, somebody somehow was riding my bike. B, my bike was stolen. C, somebody locked my bike along with theirs. Or finally, option D, students were filming something so I wasn't able to get my bike. If you said option A, you would be incorrect. Although that option would be worse than mine was option C, which was somebody locking their bike along with mine. So I walk out of the school happy that I get to go home just to see that. I tried to separate them, but no. While locking their own bike, they locked mine with theirs. Now I also didn't know when they would come and unlock it so I would be able to go home. I really didn't know what to do except just stand there. 15 minutes goes by and there's literally only me and this kid searching around for what I guess is his bike. And it is easy to forget where you locked your own bike, so I don't blame him. He finally came to my row and tried to get his bike out. You guessed it, it was the one locked to mine. He said, "Hey, you locked your bike with mine." Just kidding, man. Wow, I did it again. My bad, sometimes it gets really tangled. No, I get it. Yeah, sorry about that. Have a good rest of your day, man. See, okay, at first I was annoyed, but he actually seemed nice, so I didn't really mind it. I rode home on my newly freed bike, and nothing else bad happened. But, nah, I'm kidding. It was a pretty normal day after that. You know, got home, did my homework, and all of that. And I also went to sleep hoping I wouldn't get woken up by a text in the group chat asking about a soup tutorial. On my weird day tier list, I would rank that about higher to mid level. Because yes, there were normaler days, But there were also the other days that were way worse. I do have those type of days noted down if I want to make a video out of them, if that's something you guys would be interested in. If you guys had any weird days or moments, share them in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe and keep on bloobin', bloobers.